Yo, welcome back to another episode of the N.y.a show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate anybody who checked out my last show. Let me pause my share. Anybody that checked out my last show, anything that you were able to take away from that show, I appreciate it. And shout out anybody who commented. I support all y'all videos. You know what I'm saying? All we do is support, support, support. It's 2021, a new year, another year. YouTube, and let's see how many of are going to be sitting here 2022 doing the same thing, getting bigger and better. So I'm going to start talking about the first 100 days of Joe Biden's presidency. I got some notes here for everybody, the executive orders that are scheduled to happen. So President-elect Joe Biden plans to sign roughly a dozen executive orders. An executive order is a directive from the president that has as much power or the same power as federal law. Several landmark moments in American history come about directly from the use of executive orders issued from the White House desk, including one Supreme Court decision that limited a presidential executive order issued by Harry Truman. Biden has some executive orders. If you guys haven't checked these out, just a few things to take away from this CNN article. He is going to be rejoining the Paris Climate Accord. Business leaders agree that the Paris Agreement is good for the American economy. In a serious open letter to the president, chief executives from many of America's largest corporations, from Apple to Cargill to Coca-Cola to Walmart, have advocated for continued American participation in Paris Agreement. Why? A strong Paris Agreement means that all countries will be working towards the same climate goal, leveling the playing field for American manufacturers and creating new markets abroad for climate-friendly technology like solar panels and energy-efficient appliances. Of course, I'm always open to research into new ways to use energy. I want to know how that will definitely go into suiting all of the people, billions and billions of people, and how much energy that we all use. So I definitely want to see what rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement really means. Ending the travel ban on predominantly Muslim countries. That's right here on the list of things that he's getting to. Halting evictions and student loan payments during the coronavirus pandemic, and also touching back on the ban. The plan will offer a pathway to citizenship for millions of undocumented immigrants currently in the United States. Drop your comments below on how you feel on that ordeal. Of course, criminal justice reform. This must be the black check part of the first 100 days, but this does not equal black people. Criminal justice does not equal black people. It's not like equivalent. Like, you can't use that as the pass for what you're doing for us in here. We're not, we're not going for that. All right. The campaign president said, my goal also first 100 days is to make sure the civil rights of the LGBTQ people are protected, that Joe Biden meets his campaign promises and fulfills his campaign promises to the community, said campaign president Alfonso David. All right, the fury of action is meant to show Americans that Biden is not wasting any time taking control of the coronavirus, something Biden's transition has been inherently focused on, but the scope, breadth of topics Biden will address also highlight the intent of which Democrats believe the incoming administration will have to focus on multiple issues at once to be successful. So they definitely have a lot on their plate, y'all. A sad thing is that one thing I want to say is that no mention of the African American community, devil's advocate, no mention of white people in general, other than white people will be the first of those things that they're actually going to do. They'll be the first to most likely get the happenings of it, to be able to get whatever it is, the rights, or you know how it is. They'll get that, but nothing specifically in that order. And we were not named. First 100 days, that's really disappointing, because the first 100 days after black women, black people got out there and did what we had to do as far as voting, because that's what they all wanted you to do. Now you go through the first, unless I'm wrong, everybody take a minute, go to the CNN article and see if I'm wrong, if you see other moments of us being mentioned on what they're going to do in the first 100 days for us. I want something concrete, something that's going to mean something, and let you know that this administration is going to value you versus what the last administration did. And we're about to play the same game that we played the last 4 years, then we're off to a bad start. But overall, take a look at what the first 100 days plan is and let me know what your thoughts on it. The first 100 days for me. Also, I must throw in that for his economic stimulus relief bill, the next COVID bill is being proposed, 1,400 stimulus checks, but that's to be negotiated. That shit can start at 1,400, just like it was just like it was 2K at first, and get all the way down to 800 or 600 or 500. We don't know, but this will be one of the first things that he will have to vote on. The Congress, that they will be voting on when it gets back in. So I'm hoping for good things for us, because at the end of the day, we the ones out here hustling, and we're gonna make noise either way. So I appreciate anybody for checking out the show. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the first 100 days, and we'll go from there. And I'll see y'all next week.